Most people today spend more money on groceries every year, buy more supplements than ever before, and still feel tired, sick, and disconnected from the land. But for generations, the Amish never had that problem. What changed things for them wasn't technology or modern medicine. It was simple, forgotten knowledge about growing food, healing naturally, and living close to the earth. In this video, I'm sharing 20 biblical plants Amish families have used for over 200 years to heal the body, strengthen the family, and build a truly self-sufficient life, even from a small backyard. If you want to stop depending on the system and start living off the land the old order way, this channel is for you. I post forgotten Amish wisdom and biblical homestead secrets every week, and subscribing means this ancient, life-changing knowledge will find you before it disappears forever. I'm glad you found your way here. Let's go back to the roots. Plant 1. Hyssop. This one matters, because so many healthy families are quietly losing the battle against coughs, chest congestion, and weakened lungs, spending money on syrups that barely work. Hyssop is mentioned in Psalms and Exodus, and the Amish have used it for over 200 years as a natural respiratory healer. It contains powerful antiviral compounds called flavonoids and marobein that open the airways and fight infection. To get started, all you need is a small sunny pot and dried hyssop leaves. Steep a small handful in hot water for 10 minutes. Drink 1 warm cup daily during cold and flu season. That's all. Over time, this simple, sustainable habit strengthens your lungs, clears your chest, and builds the kind of healthy resilience that keeps your family off store-bought medicine. One small thing the Amish always added was a spoonful of raw, local honey to the tea. You don't need it to start, but it makes the results noticeably stronger and far more soothing. Plant 2. Frankincense. Here's a quiet problem that steals the joy of daily life for millions of seniors, chronic joint pain and stiffness that makes every morning feel like a battle. Frankincense was gifted to the Christ child and referenced throughout Scripture, but the Amish understood its healing value long before modern science caught up. Boswellic acids in the resin are clinically proven to reduce inflammatory markers, rivaling some over-the-counter painkillers without the side effects. To get started, source pure Boswellia resin oil and dilute 2 drops in a tablespoon of olive oil. Apply it directly to stiff, aching joints every morning and evening. That's the entire process. Over time, this life-changing ritual improves your mobility, reduces your dependence on medication, and gives you back the freedom to move through your day with confidence and ease. Amish women traditionally added a drop of frankincense oil to warm bath water, soothing whole-body inflammation in one simple, productive evening. Practice. Plant 3. Aloe vera. One of the quietest problems in any household is the wound, burn, or stomach discomfort that just won't fully heal, draining your energy and your family's peace of mind. Aloe vera appears in the Song of Solomon and ancient Hebrew texts, and its gel contains ecamanan and anthraquinones, compounds with proven antibacterial and gut-healing properties the Amish relied on daily. To get started, keep 1 potted aloe plant on a sunny windowsill, snap a fresh leaf, apply the clear gel directly to burns or slow-healing wounds, or take 1 tablespoon of the inner gel for digestive relief. Maintain it with water every 10 days, that's all it needs. Over time, this healthy, self-sufficient plant becomes your family's most dependable first aid tool. No pharmacy run required. The Amish kept aloe near the kitchen stove precisely because that's where burns happened most, a rare and practical example of ancient wisdom meeting everyday family life. Plant 4. Garlic. The quiet problem here is one most families don't connect until it becomes serious. Frequent infections, rising blood pressure, and an immune system that's slowly losing ground. Garlic is mentioned in Numbers 11:5 as a food the Israelites deeply missed, and for good reason. When you crush a raw garlic clove, it releases allicin, one of the most well-researched natural antibiotics ever identified, with proven effects on blood pressure and immune function. To get started, plant garlic cloves 2 inches deep in autumn. Harvest the following summer, then eat 1 raw crushed clove daily, or infuse several in olive oil for a sustainable, healthy kitchen staple. Over time, this single productive habit strengthens your immune system, supports healthy blood pressure, and gives your family a rare, self-grown remedy they'll never need to buy. Amish mothers crushed raw garlic into warm broth at the very first sign of illness, for children and elders alike. And it rarely needed to go further than that. Plant 5. Olive. One of the most common quiet struggles for seniors is the trio of dry, inflamed skin, declining heart health, and low daily energy, each one slowly chipping away at quality of life. The olive tree is one of the most celebrated plants in all of Scripture, from Genesis to Revelation, and extra virgin olive oil contains oleocanthal, a natural anti-inflammatory compound that works in the body similarly to ibuprofen. To get started, plant a dwarf olive tree in a large pot or sheltered garden corner. Use cold-pressed extra virgin olive oil daily in your cooking and apply it directly to dry or inflamed skin each evening. Over time, this simple, sustainable investment transforms your family's heart health, skin comfort, and overall energy, one meal and one application at a time. Amish healers warmed olive oil with dried lavender and used it as a nightly joint and scalp massage for their elders, a deeply calming, life-changing ritual that cost almost nothing. Plant 6. Mint. The quiet problem most seniors face after meals is the bloating, cramping, and indigestion that makes rest impossible and steals the pleasure from eating. Mint is mentioned in Matthew 23:23 as a tithed garden herb, valuable enough to be given as an offering. Menthol, its active compound, is clinically proven to relax the smooth muscles of the intestines and relieve tension headaches within minutes of application. To get started, plant mint in a contained pot. It spreads aggressively if planted directly in open soil. Harvest fresh leaves after 6 weeks and brew as a post-meal tea, or dilute the oil and apply it gently to your temples for headache relief. Over time, this healthy daily habit calms your digestion, reduces headache frequency, and provides a productive, fast-growing plant that gives back all year long. Amish families hung dried mint bundles in their kitchens, using them for cooking, natural air, freshening, and keeping insects away from their food stores. Plant 7. Fig. This one quietly solves 3 problems at once that many seniors deal with every single day: constipation, unpredictable energy, and blood sugar spikes that leave you exhausted by afternoon. The fig is one of the most healing fruits in Scripture. In Isaiah 38:21, the prophet Isaiah used a fig poultice to heal King Hezekiah of a life-threatening illness. Figs are rich in soluble fiber, potassium, and polyphenols that regulate digestion and stabilize blood sugar naturally. To get started, plant a fig tree in a large container or a sheltered sunny corner. Harvest ripe fruits in late summer and eat 2 to 3 fresh or dried figs daily. Over time, this life-changing fruit tree improves your digestion, steadies your energy, and becomes one of the most productive, low-maintenance investments your homestead can make. Amish healers also split warm, fresh figs and applied them directly as a poultice on skin, boils, and infected wounds, drawing out infection gently and effectively. Plant 8. Lavender. Here's a quiet problem that affects millions of seniors but rarely gets addressed honestly. Poor sleep, anxious thoughts, and a nervous system that simply won't settle at the end of the day. Lavender belongs to the same ancient botanical family as the spikenard oil used to anoint Jesus in the Gospels, and the Amish have treasured it for generations. Linalool, lavender's key compound, is clinically proven to lower cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone, and measurably improve sleep quality. To get started, plant lavender along a sunny garden border. Harvest flower stems just before full bloom, dry them, and place sachets under your pillow. Or brew a mild cup of lavender tea 30 minutes before bed. Over time, this sustainable nightly ritual delivers deeper, more restorative sleep and a calmer, healthier nervous system without a single prescription. Amish grandmothers tucked lavender sachets into children's pillowcases during illness, helping small bodies rest deeply enough to truly heal. Plant 9. Coriander. The quiet problem here is one that builds slowly and invisibly: sluggish digestion, rising blood sugar, and a toxic burden in the body that accumulates when the liver isn't supported properly. Coriander appears in Exodus 16:31, where the manna God provided the Israelites was described as resembling coriander seed. Its volatile oils and antioxidants are clinically shown to stimulate liver detox pathways and lower blood sugar levels naturally. To get started, simply scatter coriander seeds in a garden bed or pot. Harvest the fresh leaves, known as cilantro, early in the season and allow some plants to go to seed for the spice. Add to your daily cooking or brew a small handful of seeds as a warm digestive tea after meals. Over time, this productive dual-purpose plant quietly supports a healthier gut, a cleaner liver, and more stable energy through every day. Amish cooks simmered coriander seeds with fresh ginger root into a post-meal digestive tonic specifically for their elderly family members. Plant 10. Wormwood. This one addresses a quiet problem most people never suspect: intestinal parasites, chronically poor appetite, and a sluggish liver that makes digestion uncomfortable and energy impossible to sustain. Wormwood is mentioned in Proverbs, Lamentations, and Revelation, and the Amish respected it as one of their most powerful and most carefully used medicinal plants. Its compounds, artabsin and absinthin, stimulate bile production and have demonstrated anti-parasitic properties in clinical research. To get started, grow wormwood in a dry, sunny garden spot. It is extremely hardy. Harvest small amounts of leaves before flowering and prepare only as a very weak short-term tea. A small pinch, steeped briefly. Over time, this rare remedy supports a cleaner gut, improved appetite, and a more productive digestive system. The Amish were always clear: wormwood is used sparingly, in small amounts, for short cycles only. It is one of the most powerful plants in this list, and the one that demands the most respect. We are halfway through these 20 biblical healing plants, and I want to pause right here and ask, which one has surprised you the most so far? Drop your answer in the comments below. I actually read every single one. And if this ancient healthy wisdom is useful to you and your family, give this video a like right now. It helps YouTube share these forgotten Amish secrets with more families who truly need them. Let's keep going. Plant 11. Cedarwood. The quiet problem here is the combination of skin fungal infections, chest congestion, and restless nights that chip away at your comfort and your family's health through every season. Cedarwood, the legendary cedars of Lebanon, appears more than 70 times in Scripture and was used in ancient purification and healing rituals. Cedar oil contains cedrol and atlantoin, compounds with clinically proven antifungal, anti-inflammatory, and sedative properties. To get started, source pure cedarwood essential oil, dilute 2 drops in a tablespoon of olive oil, and apply to affected skin. Diffuse it in your bedroom at night for calm, restorative sleep. Over time, this sustainable practice clears skin infections, eases breathing, and supports deeper rest, a rare triple benefit from a single ancient oil. Amish craftsmen lined their medicine chests and food storage boxes with raw cedarwood, instinctively using its natural antimicrobial properties to preserve both healing herbs and family food supplies. Plant 12. Chamomile. Here's a quiet problem that makes daily life genuinely harder for seniors: inflamed, irritated skin combined with stomach cramps and nights that offer no real rest. Chamomile has been central to Hebrew and early Christian herbal traditions for thousands of years, and modern science has confirmed exactly why. Apigenin, its key compound, binds directly to brain receptors to reduce anxiety, while azulene, released during the drying process, measurably reduces skin inflammation. To get started, sow chamomile seeds in a small garden bed. They self-seed freely every year with no effort. Harvest the flower heads when fully open, brew as a warm evening tea, or cool the tea and apply it as a gentle skin wash for irritation and redness. Over time, this healthy, self-sufficient plant delivers calmer evenings, healthier skin, and a productive garden presence that returns faithfully year after year. Amish mothers used cooled chamomile tea as a gentle eye wash for tired, inflamed eyes in both children and their oldest family members. Plant 13. Rue. The quiet problem this plant addresses is one many seniors chalk up simply to aging. Muscle spasms, poor circulation, and eye strain that gradually close in on daily comfort and independence. Rue is specifically named in Luke 11:42 as a tithed garden herb, and its compound rootin is clinically proven to strengthen capillary walls, support healthy circulation, and reduce the elevated eye pressure associated with glaucoma risk. To get started, plant rue in a dry, sunny garden border. It is hardy and low maintenance. Harvest small amounts of fresh leaves and use only as a mild topical compress applied briefly to areas of poor circulation or muscle tension. Over time, this life-changing plant offers a natural, sustainable path to better circulation, fewer cramps, and a healthier vascular system, outcomes most seniors assume only medication can provide. Always wear gloves when handling rue. It can cause skin sensitivity in direct sunlight, a precaution the Amish healers taught carefully from one generation to the next. Plant 14, mustard. This one quietly solves the chest colds, poor circulation, and deeply stiff muscles that make winter months genuinely miserable for seniors and slow the whole family down. Jesus referenced the mustard seed in Matthew 17:20 to describe the extraordinary power hidden inside the smallest beginning, and medically that description holds. Allyl isothiocyanate in mustard seeds stimulates blood flow, acts as a natural decongestant, and relieves muscle tension through a warming counter-irritant effect. To get started, plant mustard in any garden bed. It self-seeds generously and asks almost nothing of the soil. Harvest the seeds when the pods dry, then mix a mustard plaster with flour and warm water. Apply it to the chest or stiff muscles for 15 minutes with a thin cloth between the paste and bare skin. Over time, this productive dual-use plant shortens cold recovery, improves circulation, and keeps your family's medicine cabinet stocked, straight from the garden. Amish grandmothers always insisted on that protective cloth layer, a lesson passed down to protect tender skin. Plant 15. Pomegranate. Here's a quiet problem that silently accelerates aging in millions of seniors. High blood pressure, weakened immunity, and oxidative damage accumulating in the body faster than it can be repaired. The pomegranate is praised in the Song of Solomon, described in Numbers, and worn into the hem of the high priest's garment in Exodus, one of Scripture's most celebrated fruits. Punicalagins in the fruit are among the most potent antioxidants ever scientifically measured, with clinical trials showing significant reductions in blood pressure and arterial inflammation. To get started, plant a dwarf pomegranate in a sunny garden spot and harvest the ripe fruits in autumn. Eat the seeds directly or press them into fresh juice 3 times weekly. Over time, this beautiful, productive fruit tree becomes a long-term family investment, delivering lower blood pressure, stronger immunity, and a genuinely life-changing antioxidant source season after season. Amish healers also boil the dried rind into a strong astringent tea used for sore throats and oral health. Plant 16. Saffron. Of all the quiet problems aging brings, few are more feared than the slow dimming of mood, memory, and mental clarity. The sense that your mind is no longer fully your own. Saffron is mentioned in Song of Solomon 4:14 among the most precious plants of the ancient world, and Amish elders treated it with the same reverence. Crocin and saffronal, saffron's key compound, have been tested in multiple clinical trials and shown to measurably improve memory, reduce depression symptoms, and protect brain cells from the oxidative damage that drives cognitive decline. To get started, plant saffron corms in well-drained soil in autumn. Harvest the 3 vivid red stigmas from each bloom and add a small pinch to warm milk or broth each evening. Over time, this sustainable daily ritual delivers a brighter mood, a sharper mind, and a life-changing sense of mental clarity that costs a fraction of pharmaceutical alternatives. Amish elders called their nightly saffron milk their evening comfort, warm, deeply nourishing, and sustaining through even the longest winters. Plant 17. Cumin. This one quietly addresses a trio of problems that drain seniors of their energy and vitality every single day. Weak digestion, low iron, and the kind of fatigue that sleep alone cannot fix. Cumin appears in Isaiah 28:25-27 and Matthew 23:23, and the Amish understood its nutritional depth long before modern food science confirmed it. Cumin is one of the richest plant sources of iron available, and its compound thymoquinone significantly boosts digestive enzyme activity and improves the body's ability to actually absorb the nutrients it takes in. To get started, grow cumin in a warm, sunny pot or garden bed. Harvest the seed heads when they turn brown, then lightly toast the seeds and add them to your daily meals, or brew a small tablespoon as a warm post-meal tea. Over time, this productive kitchen garden staple steadily rebuilds your energy, supports healthy digestion, and delivers sustainable nutrition with every single meal your family eats. Amish cooks paired cumin with coriander in nearly every slow-cooked stew, instinctively combining two of the most powerful digestive plants in the biblical garden. Plant 18. Grapevine. The quiet problem here affects millions of seniors who rarely connect it to something fixable: heavy, tired, aching legs caused by poor vein health and chronic venous insufficiency that worsens with every passing year. The vine is one of the most deeply woven plants in all of Scripture. From Noah planting the first vineyard in Genesis to Jesus describing himself as the true vine in John 15. Red grape leaf extract has been tested in clinical trials and proven to measurably reduce leg swelling, improve circulation, and relieve the heaviness associated with vein deterioration. To get started, train a grapevine along a fence or garden trellis. Harvest young leaves in spring and brew them as a daily tea, or incorporate them into cooking for ongoing vascular benefit. Over time, this sustainable, life-changing practice supports healthier veins, lighter legs, and more comfortable daily movement. Amish families fermented grape leaves in brine through the autumn, preserving their healing compounds as a productive, shelf-stable remedy available through every winter month. Plant 19. Balm of Gilead. Few plants in all of Scripture carry the emotional weight of this one. "Is there no balm in Gilead?" asks Jeremiah 8:22, reaching for the most powerful healing image his world knew. The Amish understood this plant as their most trusted deep healer, used for wounds that wouldn't close, infections that wouldn't clear, and chest illness that settled in and refused to leave. The resinous spring buds of the Balm of Gilead tree contain salicin and populin, natural anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial compounds with real clinical backing. To get started, harvest the sticky, fragrant buds from poplar trees in early spring before the leaves emerge. Infuse them in olive oil for 4 to 6 weeks, then strain and apply as a healing salve to slow wounds, cracked skin, or congested chests. Over time, this rare remedy delivers faster wound healing, healthier skin, and a deeply meaningful connection to one of history's oldest, most life-changing healing traditions. Amish healers combined these buds with beeswax and olive oil into their most trusted all-purpose family salve, the one passed down most carefully of all. Plant 20. Henna, the quiet problem. This final plant solves is one that causes real daily discomfort for many seniors: persistent fungal nail infections, inflamed aching joints, and skin irritation that standard treatments barely touch. Henna appears in Song of Solomon 1:14 as camphire among the most beloved and fragrant plants of the ancient world. Lawson, its active compound, has demonstrated antifungal, anti-inflammatory, and natural cooling properties in clinical research, used medicinally for centuries across the biblical lands. To get started, grow henna as a potted shrub in a warm, sheltered spot. Dry and powder the leaves, then mix with water into a smooth paste. Apply it to affected nails or inflamed joints for 30 minutes, then rinse. Over time, this sustainable practice clears stubborn fungal infections, calms joint inflammation, and delivers a life-changing discovery: that one of history's oldest beauty plants is also one of its most quietly productive healers. Amish women applied cooled henna paste to the soles of their feet during summer fevers, an ancient cooling remedy that genuinely works. Priority bonus tip. Here's something most people miss, and the Amish understood this better than almost anyone. Every plant on this list is powerful on its own, but the real transformation doesn't come from adding more to your life. It comes from removing one thing you currently depend on that you could grow or make yourself. One store-bought remedy replaced by hyssop tea, one supplement replaced by a handful of figs, one expensive cream replaced by fresh aloe gel from a pot on your windowsill. That single shift, more from consumer to provider, from dependent to self-sufficient, is where genuine homestead living begins. It doesn't require a farm, a large budget, or a perfect setup. It requires one honest decision made this week followed by one small action. The Amish didn't build generations of healthy, self-sufficient families by doing everything at once. They built it one root at a time, slowly, sustainably, and with complete confidence that the land and the word had already provided everything their families would ever need. That same provision is available to you right now. You don't need a farm, you don't need a big budget, a perfect garden, or years of experience. You just need one of these 20 biblical plants, started this week, grown imperfectly, used simply. That is exactly how the Amish built generations of healthy, self-sufficient, deeply rooted families. One ancient practice at a time. Pick one plant from today's list. Order the seeds, pot the cutting, or harvest the ingredient this week. Start there. That's enough. And if you want more forgotten biblical wisdom, Amish healing remedies, and sustainable homestead secrets delivered to you every single week, subscribe to Amish Homestead Roots right now. This channel exists for people who want to live purely, simply, and independently, the way God and our ancestors always intended. The knowledge is ancient, the results are real, and every week we go a little deeper into the roots together. Thank you for being here today. God bless your family and your homestead. I'll see you in the next